Hello again. Good afternoon. It is nationwide, the first day in 2024. My name is Ogochukwu Ona, and a very warm welcome to you. Now, President Tinubu has signed the 2024 appropriation into law with a charge to ministries, departments, and agencies to give progress reports on the level of implementation. While giving power, security, and infrastructure priority, the President promised to collaborate with the states and local governments in strengthening the homegrown school feeding program to increase school enrollments at the primary school level.
Let me take one of it. While we take power and steel and other projects, one of the priority areas we just passed is the 100 billion naira provision for the feeding of school children. I mean, that's a stimulant that we encourage our attendants and others. We mentioned future. I cannot, however, conclude my remark without going that a budget is only as good as its implementation. We will implement it. I want to assure the Nigerians that all the MDAs and our teams have been warned. That's why we even take our time to separate economic planning from finance. MDAs must have regular report of the budgetary performance in the area that we put in place to help ordinary Nigerians. The goal is to promote efficiency, dedication, and accountability. If you cannot do that, you may have to leave us.
Year 2023 might have been rough and tough for most Nigerians, but 2024 promises to be a rewarding year, as President Bola Tinubu says his administration is now poised to building on the foundation laid for development across sectors in the country. President Tinubu reaffirmed his renewed hope agenda to uplift Nigeria in a New Year address to the nation. State House correspondent Musbao Dan Wahab has more.
The year 2023 that has just gone by.
Year 2023 went by, but most Nigerians will certainly not forget in a hurry. Some economic policies and decisions of the federal government have been hard pills, but the president clearly understands the effect of these steps on the citizens. As he says, those tough times were just the foundational sacrifice necessary for the good days ahead.
Having laid the groundwork of our economic recovery plans within the last 7 months of year 2023, we are now poised to accelerate the pace of our service delivery across the sectors.
And those sectoral benefits are expected to manifest in food security, education, and health, while hoping for a virile economy with steady power supply as the driver.
Other power installation projects to strengthen the reliability of our transmission lines and optimize the integrity of our national grid are ongoing across the country.
The recent carnage in Plateau State came as a blemish of the otherwise improved security situation in the country, but the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces maintains that security remains one of his administration's top priorities.
Silently, we have worked to free captives from abductors, while we can't beat our chest yet that we had solved all the security problems. We are working hard to ensure that we all have peace of mind in our homes, places of work, and on the roads.
As the government races against time to ensure a fair and equitable society, the President expressed his resolve to also remove any hurdle along the path to making Nigeria a destination of choice for local and foreign investments. And based on the parameters set for performance of his administration, President Tinubu is certain that the evaluation will begin henceforth.
Within the first quarter of this year, ministers and head of agencies with a future in this administration that I lead will continue to show themselves.
And while his government continues with effort to deliver good governance, the President is equally asking for support of all Nigerians to make the common aspiration of a greater Nigeria a reality.
I extend this call to my political opponents in the last election. Election is over. It is time for all of us to work together for the sake of our country.
Now, with the arrival of year 2024, President Tinubu wants Nigerians to look into the new year with renewed hopes and for the gains of the pains in the past. Musbah and Wahab, NTA News.
And similarly, President Bola Tinubu's New Year broadcast has been applauded as all-encompassing and thought-provoking. Guests on Good Morning Nigeria are emphatic that with the sincerity of purpose displayed by the President, the renewed hope agenda is on course. They reiterate that the President, not denying the visible challenges occasioned by some tough policies, is a pointer to the President's resolve at upturning the situation for the better. Lydia Sampson reports.
Key players are optimistic that President Bola Tinubu's New Year broadcast is indicative of better days ahead. They, however, urge Nigerians to be patient as reforms and developments are realized in phases.
Came to our level and he spoke to us passionately, reassuring Nigerians, including those who are in doubt, that his agenda, which is the renewed hope agenda, is still on course. That the difficulties will be temporary, that with commitment, and focus, then we'll be through with all this, and that at the end of the day, despite the suffering and the challenges, we are likely to see better days to come.
Are not fixed, for instance, but then that will take a year, 2 years, they are medium term. But within the budget cycle, within the fiscal responsibility paper we have, 2004 MTF, 2004-2006, I think we will have a result. I am optimistic. Let's keep it alive. Let's support Mr. President.
The guests reiterate the need for concentration on low-hanging fruits in various sectors itemized by the President to cushion the effect of high cost of livelihood. They are unanimous that the performance templates wheeled out by the President to the ministers and all appointees, if diligently implemented, will not only keep them on their toes, but mitigate non-performance. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
As the new year rolls in, citizens of the country have been urged to be hopeful and prayerful to God for a positive turnaround of the nation's fortunes for the good of all. This was the view of Reverend Tom Takpatore from the First Baptist Church, Gariki, Abuja, when he appeared on NTA's Panorama to speak on expectations from the new year 2024 and the need to work with the Tinubu government to achieve the goals contained in his new year broadcast.
President Ahmed Bola Tinubu has had a trajectory as governor of Lagos State, and he is coming into the country, situations under which he came very tumultuous. But I think Nigeria, as Nigerians, we can give him the benefit of doubt and he's made promises and his good intention. So let's just encourage him and let's put our hearts together and our minds together and our hands together. And by the way, no president alone can fix this nation. No one person alone or group of people. It will take all of us working together as citizens of the country, everyone doing his own little bit, her own little bit, and just pulling our resources, being our best, and pursuing the vision of nationhood for us to have a great nation.
Residents in Abuja converged on Eagle Square, tagged Nigeria Countdown 2024, and ushered in the new year with excitement and optimism, offering residents the opportunity to also unwind, having weathered the storm since the beginning of the year. Tope Alabi captured the mood at the crossover concert.
Nigerians have welcomed year 2024 with lots of excitement, lots of hope that a brighter year has been ushered in. A lot of them are of the opinion that year 2024 is going to bring a lot of prosperity for Nigerians. Like Mr. President said, let the poor breathe. A lot are hopeful that the poor will eventually breathe in 2024.
I pray 2024 is going to be a blissful year to us. It's going to be a better Nigeria. A renewed hope. 2024 will be a better Nigeria for all Nigerians out there.
For the people of Nigeria, it's going to be a different year. That's why the challenge we pass through in 2023 is going to be a totally different year. And we pray it's going to be a success for every one of us.
2023 was an amazing year for me, and I hope for a better 2024.
My name is Happy Salim. I want to be happy. My name is I want to keep bad energy away from me. Yes, and I want to be a better version of me now.
I feel like we should be positive, and be hopeful that things are going to be better. So I think it's worth celebrating the crossover, the fact that we're alive.
Nigeria is a good country. There's so much money here. Just find out something to do and be committed to that thing and be consistent with that thing. You will win.
I want to contribute my own quota to the Federal Republic of Nigeria for my country to be a very better place.
A better Nigeria is us. So I feel we should all join hands together, help Mr. President, help the government to have a better country by the grace of God.
I believe in growth in myself in 2024 by God's grace. So in 2024, I also believe I pray for Nigeria to be more united than this, and let's be one nation and push the nation forward by God's grace.
Yesterday, the budget was signed, and the president has said that the best years are yet to come, and that we're going to start immediately. You can see he's activating the students' loan, he's activating infrastructure. You can see that our crude oil, our refineries are going to be up. Deadlines were given for December and January, and if you see what's going on in Port Harcourt refinery right now, you will see that the government is actually walking the talk.
Welcoming year 2024 has come with a lot of excitement from Nigerians, with expectations of a brighter year and more of developmental insights into the year. From the Eagle Square in Abuja, Tope Alabi, NTA News.
As Nigeria joins the rest of the world to usher in the new year 2024, the message of hope from clerics is for Nigerians to depend on the strength of the Lord to surmount the country's challenges. Tope Alabi again was at some of the crossover services in Abuja and now reports.
In most churches, the midnight hour mark of crossover is meant for spiritual renewal to usher in the new year and to have hope for better days to come, as the new year usually comes with quiet moments to commune with God, seek His guidance and protection towards the realization of one's dream and aspirations, while thanking Him for His infinite mercies. Clerics recall several changes that followed the change of power after the general election, and despite the challenges, they call on both the government and the citizens to remain optimistic that the new year would bring the needed relief.
The Lord will fight for you and you shall hold your peace. It is a message of hope. No need for fear. No matter what it is, you go into the year with confidence in the Lord that is able and abundantly able what he has promised to do.
The Prince of Peace is with us. So we expect peace, security, and glad tidings in 2024. It's going to be a wonderful year.
Members of the congregation believe the new year will be a year of God's fulfillment for the country to overcome its challenges.
My hope for 2024 that the government will do better concerning the living of the people of Nigeria.
It's not about me anymore. It's about the country. It's about the economy. It's about the people. I just want things to get right for the people. That's all I'm asking God. You know, a lot of people have died. A lot of people are suffering, and the economy needs to get better.
For this congregation, welcoming year 2024 is more of thanking God and believing that there is going to be light at the end of the tunnel.
In Abuja, Tokwe Alabi, NTA News.
Thank you, Tokwe. And still on the new year, the year 2024 was crossed over by the people of Kano State in style. Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf led the celebration at a colorful event held at the Mahaha Sports Complex in the state capital. Abdulhai Mustafa has the report.
Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf, his deputy Aminu Abdesalam and members of the State Executive Council joined hundreds of Kano residents to usher in the new year. The event started 10 seconds away from the hour and climaxed at midnight. Governor Yusuf described the outgone year as historic, challenging and eventful, expressing confidence that 2024 would be of prosperity to Nigerians. He thanked the people of Kano for their trust, assuring them of more human and physical development programs and projects in the new year.
In terms of youth empowerment, in terms of free healthcare services, as well as agriculture, rural development.
The New Year celebration continued across many parts of the city. In Kano, Abdullahi Mustafa, NTA News.
The year 2023 has gone down in the annals of the nation's history as eventful and challenging across the political, social, economic and security sectors, with the reassurance that the renewed hope agenda is a task that must be accomplished by President Bola Tinubu, as stated in the New Year broadcast. Society watchers are calling on all citizens to make patriotism their watchword so that Nigeria can truly take its pride of place among the community of nations.
Around the presidential election, the economy, particularly cash crunch in the first quarter of the year, and the impact of the removal of fuel subsidy, which impacted virtually all sectors, were some remarkable and unforgettable experiences shared. Evaluating these topical moments and how the nation gradually overcame the most challenging period, they further emphasized is typical of the never say die spirit of Nigerians.
We had an election, presidential election, to say the most consequential in our history, and the transition was smooth.
The cash crunch that Nigeria went through, it was something that came as a blow. It was never expected. And nobody ever prepared for that. It just came suddenly, and you go to the bank, you not find money.
With 2024 addressing the current economic hardship, improving on security lapses nationwide, and a good outing by the national team, the Super Eagles, came up as expectations.
We do hope the economy will stabilize, and there will be adequate material provision for all Nigerians. And of course, the issue of security that we once thought we had brought under control, we do hope we'll gain stronger mastery.
I believe 2024 will be better, especially if the fuel reduces. Every other aspect will reduce.
Ending the year on a peaceful note and beginning 2024 with a clear roadmap, the underscored and non-negotiable. In Benin, Paulo Mukago, NTA News.
We now join Obey live in Benin to give us an update on expectations for the new year with a retrospective look at the outgoing year 2023. Hello, Obey. Happy New Year.
Hello, Ogochukuka. Happy New Year to you.
All right.
It's the first day of 2024, and the feeling among people of Edo State is one of gratitude that despite the challenges of 2023, they have life and are able to forge ahead in 2024. Nigeria experienced a lot of issues and events worth mentioning, socially, politically, and otherwise. But Edo State is also not exempted in this regard, as it also experienced some events worth mentioning. One of such events is the local government elections that finally was conducted in 2023. For years, Edo State has been without that structure of government, and like you know, Ogochkuka, that local government council is very important, as it is the first place people in the community, the first government that gets to reach out to people in their communities before they can take it to the higher level in government. And so that election was conducted in 2023 after agitations from political parties, activists, and other stakeholders, where 19 councillors and 19 local government chairmen and 192 councillors emerged in the election. However, let me mention that months after that election, there have been controversies where people were not so happy with the way the election was conducted. Also worthy of mention, an event that shaped happenings in Edo State in 2023 is the fact that the 8th Assembly passed the financial autonomy law for legislature and the judiciary. Ironically, the 7th Assembly voted against that bill in 2021, but it has been passed. And I must tell you that Edo people were very happy about that in 2023, as they say that development will engender true federalism and, of course, bring about true separation of power between the executive, the judiciary, and the legislature. Edo residents are happy with the presentation and passage of the 2024 budget, both by the federal and state government, which happened in the last month of 2023. Economists in Edo State say while the size of the both budgets are high, it's however realistic if government will be able to, so that government will be able rather to achieve its plans for the people in this new year. The projection for the new year is one of hope. As you are aware, Edo State political space has a lot of activities, as it is one of the states that will be conducting the governorship election in a few months' time. So we are expecting to see very, very major activities in 2024, in the first 3 months of this new year. And the people just hope that the election will be free and credible, and of course their votes will count. In area of security, they have made their opinions known in this new year. The last month of 2023, we experienced some issues of cult killings, and the people are hoping that government will put policies in place from the experience of last year so that issues like that will not reoccur again in this new year. Also worthy of mention is the fact that the state government recently signed 6 executive orders into law, and the people are hoping that these policies and programs of government will be implemented for the good of the people.
Well, very well. Thank you very much, Obeyi. That's a catalogue of an eventful year and, of course, expectations in 2024. Thank you very much, Obeyi, from our Benin Network Center. Now, as Nigerians celebrate the new year as a sign of God's favor, having been counted worthy of witnessing another year, many agree that despite some challenges, the country is moving forward in the various economic sectors. Felicia Daliop Somalia has the report.
The year 2023 may have come and gone, but not without its challenges, ranging from security to socio-economic difficulties. Most worrisome of these is the incessant attack on innocent people in parts of Plateau State, which affected and retarded development in the affected areas. However, with the swift intervention of the federal and state governments, visits by security chiefs, as well as deployment of special tactical team to the affected communities, residents are optimistic that the year 2024 will bring in so much relief for the people.
I believe in the government who are responsible for protecting lives and properties. The only thing we'll do is to cooperate with them. We are human before we have religion. So we pray that God is going to take leadership of this year, prosper our country, and make the economy better for everybody.
Expectations is that people will have to buckle up with all sincerity. It calls for sacrifices.
Apart from security, expectations are also high on governance, as stakeholders say good governance is a pedestrian to socio-political stability. Citizens are also advocating a kind of governance that is committed to creating a functional system that protects human rights and dignity, prudent management of public resources, transparency and accountability. In Jos, Felicia Daliop, Samaila, NTA News.
Thank you, Felicia. We are still in Jos as we now join Caleb Gochin, also live in Jos, to speak more on the expectations being expressed by residents of Plateau State and the new year 2024 as it commences. Hello, Caleb. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much, Ogochukuka. We are at Terminus, and that's the Jos Central area, where people meet from all walks of life. Those who are traveling, those who are here to trade, and those who are here to buy. People of Plateau State are grateful that they have seen 2024. However, as you have heard from that report, it wasn't a good end in 2023. People were confronted with all manner of challenges, and it has not been easy. So the first prayer on the lips of the people of Plateau State is for 2024 to be more peaceful, for 2024 to witness progress, prosperity, where there will be peaceful coexistence, wherever you come from, whatever religion you practice, people will coexist peacefully, and things will go on as God wants it to be. So that is the major prayer, that is the major expectation of the people of Plateau State. But as it were with individuals, we know that the cost of living is also not easy. So they are praying that they will be able to find life a little bit easier. They will be able to find food to eat. They will be able to buy basic necessities. They will be able to afford them without having to struggle too much. So those are some of the things that the people of Plateau State expect. And as you have heard, they pray for good leadership. And with good leadership, all things will fall in place.
All right, thank you very much, Gochin, Caleb from our Jos Network Center. And we also pray for better days ahead. Now, Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremu Tinubu, has welcomed the first baby of the year 2024. The baby, a boy, was delivered at the National Hospital, Abuja, at exactly 12:03 on Monday, January 1, 2024. State House correspondent Adeni Taiwo completes the report.
3.5 kilograms at birth and looking very healthy, the bouncing baby boy made his entry into the world and family of Boluwatife Johnson at exactly 12 on Monday morning.
Happy New Year. Is this your first? Oh, first in everything. best in everything. Baby.
Welcoming this bundle of joy is the first official engagement of Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, in the new year. And being our first since becoming the mother of the nation, it is no surprise that she came bearing gifts.
So congratulations, and we pray that you have many more glorious children. Do we have more girls?
Other babies delivered at the hospital, including a set of triplets and a conjoined twins, Hassana and Usena, shared in the fortune of baby Boluwatife as the First Lady, accompanied by wife of the Vice President, Nana Shettima, and the Minister of Women Affairs, were conducted around the children ward by the Chief Medical Director of the hospital, Professor Muhammad Mahmood, to further spread the love and message of the new year.
It is a moment not only to celebrate the birth of this beautiful baby, but also to acknowledge the profound significance that each new life has on us as a society. The birth of a baby is a reminder that in the midst of all that we face as humans, the cycle of life continues.
Exclusive breastfeeding, antenatal and postnatal care are essential for proper child development, and while government works out needed policies and partnership to deliver them, the First Lady says mothers must ensure that their babies have access.
I also charge our women to know their HIV/AIDS status, to enable them take adequate care of themselves and prevent mother-to-child transmission of HIV/AIDS, particularly for pregnant and nursing mothers.
For the parents of baby Boluwatife, the visit of the First Lady is an unexpected blessing.
Entire family, we are all excited about her visit, and we are grateful. We are grateful for the honor and the privilege to meet her.
A gift of a newborn baby, not only that, bringing the wife of the president, vice president, minister of women affairs, and a lot of dignitaries who believe that this baby will make me see this kind of people.
Baby Boluwatife is the first child of his parents. From the National Hospital, Abuja, Adeniyi Taiwo, NTA News.
Congratulations to the Johnson's family there. We now join Hingino in Lagos for more stories from that zone. Hingino, Happy New Year to you.
Thank you, Ogochukwu, and Happy New Year. The opportunity to witness a new year is always celebrated with gratitude, hopes and desires for better life. And for Christians, it is a time to once again seek the face of God for his direction. Amaka Owo has a situation report on New Year church service in Lagos.
On New Year Day annually, Christians take time out to worship and express gratitude to God for the opportunity to witness another year, as they also pray for more blessings to come their way. At Our Lady of Perpetual Help Catholic Church of Victoria Island, the assistant parish priest during the Mass to commemorate the New Year called on Nigerians to embrace peace and be patriotic citizens while lending their support to the government to make the country a great one for all.
Pray for our leaders that God may touch their hearts and use them to better our nation, that we may also be responsible citizens, be obedient to the laws of the country, laws of the church, and do our best to better the lives of those around us.
Be hopeful and remember to embrace the God factor. God will do for you what you can't do for yourselves.
The parishioners appreciate God for the unique opportunity to witness a new year.
We thank God for Nigeria today, at least for the peaceful, for any other thing. And the one more that we continue to pray for the church, pray for the priest, pray for the leaders of the nation, Nigeria.
The worshippers are hopeful that year 2024 will bring divine favors and progress for them and the nation at large. This year, only a handful of churches within the metropolis opened for service after the crossover. In Lagos, Amaka O, NTA News.
The tradition of making resolutions at the beginning of the year is common among Nigerians and serves as a parameter to measure their achievements. Lanre Belei went to town to find out what people have resolved to achieve in the new year.
At the beginning of every year, people resolve to make changes in their lives to become better, and in most cases, these resolutions are not kept. How important is it to make a resolution, and what happens if these goals are not met? As year 2024 begins, some people have made a list of things that they want to achieve in the year, with hopes to improve on their choices in life. These respondents speak on their expectations for the year.
The Lord is putting me back into my own position where I definitely belong to. So it's my year, I'm sure about that. So,
there will be no problem of, fighting or any other something that will cause anything that can disrupt peace in Nigeria.
With determination and focus, many believe that the goals and targets set for the new year will be achieved at the end of the year. In Lagos, Larry Peleyi, NTA News.
Those are the reports from here. Nationwide continues in Benin after this break. To Benin. Nigerians have been cautioned not to allow the challenges experienced in 2023 to deter them from actualizing the spoke with our correspondent Goodluck Naini in Benin City, Edo State, handed out this advice as a guide for navigating the new year.
Year 2023 for most Nigerians has indeed been a huge challenge. These challenges arising principally from the economy have made citizens more resilient and better able to deal with adversity. They believe year 2024 will be better for Nigerians who must continue to be patriotic and make the necessary sacrifices for the growth and development of the country.
2023 was difficult. We hope that 2024 will not be difficult, and we want people to be resilient.
God alone is going to step in to help us. Nigeria will not close this year. Nigeria will open to prosperity and to all-round favor.
Let's see how to step it up in the year 2024. If I'm able to step mine up, you step your us. All of us step it up. We make our nation a better one.
And no people should lift up their head high and believe God for the very best.
Nigeria should keep hope alive. We conquered 2023. We will also conquer 2024.
But when the mother backs a child at the back, it doesn't fall. Since Mary, the mother of Jesus Christ, back in Nigeria, Nigeria will succeed.
They appeal to government to put in place policies that will ease the economic burdens on its citizens and promote social happiness. In Benin, Goodluck Naini, NTA News.
About Benin, Ewar, the second CFR, has observed the crossover 9 service into year 2024 at the Holy Arosa Cathedral, marking a relink with the Christian Gregorian calendar. Ede Ago reports.
It was a memorable moment at the Holy Arosa Cathedral, which incidentally is the first church in Nigeria. The procession by the Oba attracted the admiration of worshippers who could not hold back their emotions. The service, conducted in Edo language, was instituted by Oba Ewai II and holds at the end of the annual Igwe Festival. The service was attended by Isa Adobayero, son of the Emir of Kano, His Royal Highness Alhaji Aminu Adobayero, a situation many described as commendable.
I'm very great. I'm happy to be with him. I celebrate him. I came to celebrate with him and congratulate him.
It's going to be a glorious year. There was prayer for Benin, for the cheese, for the family, for Nigeria, for our local, state, and federal government. This is marvelous.
Sonorous voices of Holy Arosa Cathedral Choir set worshippers into wishing mood, while groups and individuals took turn to pay respect to the Benin throne. Once Isa Edebiri's sermon centered on holiness. The presiding priest of Holy Arosa Cathedral, Onsa Igbinorodua Edebiri, led the prayer session that ushered the congregation into the new year. Eddie Ago, NTA News.
That's it from Benin. Nationwide continue.
Very much, Anguli from Benin. And now Nigerians should be optimistic with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu of taking the nation to the promised land in 2024 through fervent prayers and high sense of patriotism on the part of Nigerians. This resonated at the New Year church service in Abuja. Olajide Bello reports.
Bright faces in a mood of thanksgiving for grace, filled with optimism to witness the year 2024, dotted the landscapes at both First Baptist Church Gariki and St. James Church Asokoro. Adorned in beautiful attires and in high spirit, Christians rendered songs of praise to appreciate God for his mercies throughout 2023. In their respective messages of hope for a superabundant 2024, the clergymen called on Nigerians to be more steadfast in their faith and always pray for God's guidance for the leadership of the nation to steer the affairs of the country with the fear of God.
For us as Christians, one, we should trust God and look up to God. And then two, we should follow the precepts of God and help our fellow Nigerians to know the precepts of God, the precepts of love for one another.
It's a year of peace. It's a year of completeness. We call upon all Nigerians to walk in the path of peace. The Bible says, follow peace with all men. Let us love one another. God has given us a new year. We thank God for it.
For the likes of Commissioner of Police Ifeanyi Uche, who just added another feather to his cap, the Nigeria Police Force, 2024 is a year of renewed vigor and commitment to combating cybercrimes with a view to making Nigeria a greater country.
We've had a lot of successes and a lot of achievements. So after reflecting, we need to, come up with new strategies that will enable us to nip this scourge, the bug. So
you can see in year 2023 there was scarcity, but in this year 2024 there's going to be a great super abundant.
It was a year of election. There are a lot of policy implementation that brought unexpected hardship on the people, but we thank God because God brought us through.
Special prayers for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope administration climaxed the New Year service. Olajide Bello, NTA News.
The lineup indicates a break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. We'll now be heading straight to Ibadan, where Kemi is standing by for more reports on Nationwide today. Kemi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ogochukwuka, and a warm welcome to Ibadan on this New Year Day. I will sing unto the Lord, and his praises shall be continually on my lips. These were the testimonies of worshippers as they gathered to worship for the New Year service. Adebola Agbaje, who monitored church services in Ibadan Metropolis, now reports.
Urged Nigerians to walk according to covenants of God in 2024.
The essence of it in the Ten Commandments. The Ten Commandments summarize the covenant that God struck with the world through the nation of Israel under the leadership of Moses.
Is that we have somebody that is greater than our economy, somebody that has an answer to our economy. His name is Jesus. He's able to give us solution, and he's able to give assistance to as many as we call upon him.
We should respect and honor the people in authority, and also make sure that we honor and obey the law of the land, so that we can do things in the right way.
Thanksgiving service and communion were part of the special service to begin the new year 2024. Prayer were offered for the country and the leadership. In Ibadan, Adebola Agbaje, NTA News.
And that's it from Ibadan. Nationwide continues with Ogochukwuka.
Thank you very much, Kemi. And up next is sports updates with Austin Edemodo.
The 2024 sporting calendar provides a spectacular windows of opportunities for Nigerian sportsmen and women to showcase their talents and bring honors to the country. Starting with the African Cup of Nations in Côte d'Ivoire, the Olympic Games and Paralympic Games to other national and continental engagements, Nigerians expect a more glorious outing and laudable achievements in the sports sector in 2024.
Going beyond what we did in 2023, I want to begin with this senior national team of Nigeria, talking about the Super Eagles. The campaign for the Let's Do It Again has actually been rocking the airwaves, and I hope to see that Nigeria go to Côte d'Ivoire and return home with the trophy, making it the 4th time that we'll be winning the Nations Cup. And I also want to see the Super Falcons qualify for the Olympics.
Meanwhile, the Minister of Sports Development, Senator John Eno, represented by the Permanent Secretary, Cross River State Minister of Sports Development, has promised to partner with private initiatives in grassroots sports development, especially in diversifying to other sports apart from football. The minister stated this at the 4th edition of the annual Anthony Gekbe Memorial Volleyball Tournament at the Itigidi Abi local government area of Cross River State.
Since we started this, I know the impact you have made on the youths. You know, we look forward to this event every 29th to 31st of December. And this is the 4th edition.
You should not take this exposure for granted, because the ministry is very, very determined and is ready to partner with individuals, corporate organizations to develop sports in this country.
In tennis, Andy Murray suffered a New Year defeat after losing 6-4, 5-7, 2-6 to Bulgarian Grigor Dimitrov in Brisbane International. Meanwhile, former world #1 and new mother Naomi Osaka won the first match of her comeback by beating Tamara Kuspas in stretch sets in Brisbane International. The 4-time Grand Slam champion, playing her first tournament for 15 months, defeated the unseeded German 6-3, 7-6. She will face Carolina Pliskova in next March. With Sports Update, I'm Austin Edemodo, NTA News.
And that's been the news. Many thanks for watching. Happy New Year once again. Enjoy responsibly and stay out of trouble. I am Ogochukwuka. Honor.